Harold Shipman, the doctor who betrayed trust. A doctor is supposed to protect life. People trust doctors with their health, their fears, their private struggles, and sometimes their lives. But in a quiet English community, that trust was allegedly used to conceal one of the most shocking series of murders in modern history. His name was Harold Shipman. To many of his patients, he appeared calm, intelligent, and dependable. He was a respected family doctor who cared for people in his community. Many trusted his medical judgment without question. But behind that trusted image was a dark secret. Harold Frederick Shipman was born in England in 1946. He studied medicine and eventually became a general practitioner, the kind of doctor patients regularly visit for medical care. Early in his career, Shipman struggled with an addiction to prescription medication. He received treatment and later returned to practicing medicine. Over time, he built a successful career and opened a medical practice in Hyde near Manchester. His patients often viewed him as confident and caring. He was especially familiar with many elderly patients in the community. But as the years passed, an alarming pattern began to emerge. A large number of Shipman's patients were dying. Many of them were elderly women. Their deaths often occurred at home, and Shipman was frequently the doctor responsible for certifying the cause of death. In many cases, the deaths were recorded as natural. Because the patients were older and sometimes had existing health problems, their deaths did not immediately raise suspicion. Families trusted the doctor's explanation, and few people imagined that someone in Shipman's position could be responsible. But some medical professionals began to notice that the number of deaths connected to Shipman seemed unusually high. Concerns were raised, but the warning signs were not fully investigated at the time. Years passed. Then, in 1998, the death of an 81-year-old woman named Kathleen Grundy brought Shipman's actions under much closer scrutiny. Kathleen had been found dead in her home. Shipman certified that she had died of natural causes. Soon afterward, a document appeared claiming to be her final will. The document left nearly all of Kathleen Grundy's estate to Harold Shipman. Her family immediately became suspicious. They believed the document did not reflect her wishes, and an investigation was launched. Experts later determined that the will was a forgery. Authorities ordered an examination of Kathleen's body. The results revealed evidence of a powerful pain-relieving drug. That discovery changed everything. Investigators began reviewing Shipman's medical records and looking closely at the deaths of his former patients. What they found was deeply disturbing. Many patients had died unexpectedly. In several cases, medical records had been altered or changed after death. Investigators concluded that Shipman had used his medical knowledge and access to powerful drugs to murder patients while making their deaths appear natural. In September 1998, Harold Shipman was arrested. His trial began the following year. Prosecutors presented evidence involving the deaths of 15 patients. They argued that Shipman had betrayed the trust placed in him as a doctor and had used his position to hide his crimes. Shipman denied the accusations. But in January 2000, he was found guilty of murdering 15 people and forging Kathleen Grundy's will. He was sentenced to life in prison. Yet the investigation did not end there. A major public inquiry later examined hundreds of deaths connected to Shipman. The inquiry concluded that he had likely murdered around 250 people, although the exact number may never be known. If that estimate is accurate, Harold Shipman was one of the most prolific serial killers ever identified. His crimes shocked the world because they happened inside a relationship built on trust. Patients believed they were receiving medical care. Families believed the doctor's explanations. And for years, few people had reason to suspect that the person entrusted with protecting life could be responsible for taking it. The Shipman case led to major changes in the United Kingdom. Medical oversight was strengthened. Death certificates received greater scrutiny, and new safeguards were introduced to help prevent similar crimes from going unnoticed. But the legacy of the case extends beyond changes to the medical system. It is also a story about the danger of unquestioned authority. Harold Shipman was a doctor. He was trusted to heal. Instead, he became one of the most notorious serial killers in history. And while the exact number of his victims may never be known, the impact of his crimes continues to be remembered.